Nigeria and German companies on Tuesday signed 2 accords in Berlin that include a $500 million renewable energy pact and a gas export deal, further strengthening economic ties between the two nations. Presidential spokesperson Ajuri Ngelale, in a statement, said Union Bank of Nigeria and Germany's DWS Group signed a memorandum of understanding on renewable energy. He added that the agreement seeks to harness $500 million in investment in renewable energy projects across Nigeria, mostly in rural communities. A second MOU on gas export partnership was agreed between Riverside LNG of Nigeria and Germany's Johannes Scholz Energy Imports AG. Under the accord, Nigeria will supply 850,000 tons of natural gas to Germany annually, which is expected to rise to 1.2 million, with the first deliveries expected to be in 2026. The deal will help process about 50 million cubic feet per day of natural gas that otherwise would have been flared. Nigeria holds Africa's largest gas reserves of more than 200 trillion cubic feet, but flares or burns off about 300 million cubic feet daily due to inadequate processing facilities. A prepaid meter is an equipment used in respect of which a customer will pay for electricity and distribution services before such services are consumed, and the customer does not receive tax invoices in respect of such services. In 2006, the prepaid meter was introduced in Nigeria by the Power Holding Company of Nigeria to aid revenue collection following the abolished meter reading and estimated billing system. Since its introduction, there are still some challenges being faced by consumers and power network operators. The evolution of metering technology in Nigeria arose with the unbundling of the National Electric Power Authority, but has not progressed smoothly and successfully despite the implementation of various reforms and policies in the Nigerian electricity industry. The persisting problems in the electricity distribution system, such as energy theft, vandalism, energy wastage, and high line losses, can be overcome by the deployment of appropriate metering infrastructure. In 2020, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission revealed that the total registered customers and total metered customers are over 10 million and over 4 million respectively, leaving a metering gap of 59.73%. The call for a proper metering system by electricity consumers continues following the endless over-bloated estimated bills they receive from distribution companies on a monthly basis. Most recent of all, the troubles faced by electricity consumers is the need to urgently upgrade their meters before the end of the year, as the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission has advised power users across the country to start updating their prepaid meters in order to avoid losing the meters by November 2024. In this special iBrandTV report, some consumers expressing their experience said it was not too good an experience.
I was there as early as 8 o'clock. My number was 17. So before they say I should, if I have not upgraded, if I have not put the key, I should camera this in. So as I camera it, I went to my daughter did it. And they gave me 2 keys. So as I entered that 2 keys, then I recharged. The light came. So that I went. But some people, upon the 2 keys, they can't recharge. So I don't know their own issue. So I actually say stress to consumers,
We don't go NEPA office now. The entire time, since yesterday, yes.
Since last week.
Yeah, you buy card, you buy a light, we no see light.
Why not them put it in normal procedure instead of us stressing ourselves to do all this processing? Because since almost 3 days ago, I did not have light, and then I've purchased my token. The token is there, and then for me to now have light to recharge it, I'm the one doing it for other people, and then other people are having light. Me that is doing it for other people did not have light. Just imagine. I've been trying it throughout the night. Around 1 o'clock, I'll wake up. I even do it to almost 7 customers of mine. Yesterday night, in the night, but me that is helping people, I did not even have light. Just imagine that.
And Nigeria's Lower House of Parliament passed their medium-term expenditure framework for 2024-2026 on Tuesday, a set of assumptions that will be used to prepare the country's budget over the next 3 years. The document, which was agreed by President Bola Tinubu's cabinet before going to the House of Representatives for approval, expects the naira currency to be around 700 naira per dollar next year before firming slightly in 2025 and 2026. The naira last week briefly slumped to a record low of 1,105 naira against the dollar on the official market, bringing the official exchange rate within touching distance of the parallel market rate. The currency later recovered to around 800 naira to a dollar. The government is projecting a slight rise in crude production and gross domestic output growth, with a moderation in double-digit inflation. The fiscal framework must also be passed by the upper chamber of parliament. Tinubu is also due to send the country's 2024 spending plan of 26 trillion naira to parliament for approval. And the chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Zach Adedeji, has charged non-domestic companies shipping crude oil from Nigeria to ensure strict compliance with the country's tax laws in their operations. Adedeji gave the charge in Lagos at a workshop on taxation of non-resident shipping companies organized by FIRS in conjunction with Oil Producers Trade Section. He said the tax compliance exercise commenced by FIRS on the activities of foreign shipping companies lifting hydrocarbons from Nigeria was part of measures aimed at widening the tax net to grow revenue for the government. The FIRS chairman, according to a statement by Special Advisor on Media, Dari Adekombi, assured the international companies that the agency was only interested in ensuring compliance with extant tax laws and not out to disrupt their operations. Section 14 of the Companies Income Tax Act 2004, as amended, makes it mandatory for foreign companies engaging in shipping and air transport operations in Nigeria to file tax returns to continue to carry out their businesses within the country. Adedeji, who before he was appointed FIRS chairman, was special advisor on revenue to President Bola Tinubu, reminded the companies about how his intervention had earlier led to the 6-month grace period given to them to regularize their tax returns. And the federal government, through the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development, has revoked 1,633 minerals titles previously given to non-complying mining companies. The minister also promised to clean up the solid mineral sector for international competitiveness and urged all stakeholders who have acted wrongly in this sector to turn a new leaf. The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dele Alake, announced this during a press briefing on Tuesday in Abuja. He said the licenses of these mineral title holders were revoked due to failure to pay mandatory annual service fees of 1,500 naira per cadastral unit. Alake said the revocation, based on earlier warnings to 2,213 mining companies, complies with sections 10, 11 and 12 of the Mining Act and frees up spaces for potential investors who are willing to invest. He lamented that the mining firms who have held the licenses for years, making huge profits from mining sites, still failed to make necessary payments accrued to the government.